Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, 2 JDF soldiers injured in Denham town gun attack. 2 Jamaica Defense Force soldiers were injured during a shooting incident in Denham town, Kingston on Wednesday morning. The news understands that the JDF unit was disabled due to gunshot damage in the incident, which took place just after 2 a.m. The news will have more information as it becomes available. JDF took security measures after soldier busted with firearms and ammo. The Jamaica Defense Force says that the recent detection of firearms, ammunition, and paraphernalia during a routine vehicle check at Upper Camp reflects its commitment to diligent monitoring and accountability. On Sunday, November 3, JDF personnel conducted a search of a vehicle driven by a member of the security force as part of its standard security protocols, resulting in the find. In a release on Tuesday, the JDF said it engaged the Jamaica Constabulary Force to facilitate the investigation. The suspect has since been charged with the possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. This detection reflects our commitment to diligent monitoring and accountability. Furthermore, the public is aware that the JDF is committed to taking disciplinary action if any violations of protocols are identified, the JDF said in the release. It also clarified that the seized items are not JDF-issued equipment and added that it continues to collaborate with the JCF in investigating any breaches of the law. Transport operators complain of worsened road conditions. President of the Transport Operators Development and Sustainable Services, Egerton Newman, says that the persistent rainy conditions on Tuesday have worsened the plight of operators. Mr. Newman says the already dilapidated state of the country's roads has increased the repair bill for public passenger vehicles, an expense which he argues is expected to balloon after Tuesday's weather system. We have just had to encourage our members to take it easy as to how they traverse this roadway, he said, arguing that the roads are likely to be fixed in short order.
We just have to encourage our members to take it easy as to how they traverse the roadway, because I'm telling you, these roads will not be fixed now, but in the short order. And we're going to have major challenges. It's costing us an arm and a leg, and nobody supports us. No government will support the transport sector in retrofitting their vehicle. So we have the challenges. We have to just live with it for the time being, but government must understand how long can we stay with these. I mean, so this road hasn't been fixed for 15, 20 years, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. But we have to maneuver, we have people to carry, we have students to carry, and therefore we take our time to do what we have to do. There's no income interest on our operations, but we just have to do what we have to do. We'll be looking at the whole issue of increased transportation fees come Friday is a major challenge. We expect them to have in November a second tranche will increase in fares, and the minister left without saying a word. This has taken up very slow in speech. Forgive me for saying that, but the fact is we want to know where is that 16th in, because we cannot continue with the condition that we are working under and having no interest on our income. And so we have to get that 16%. So maybe the minister tells us on Friday what is the position with regards to that 16% increase. And can the government end loans to retrofit our vehicles?
Police search for 2 people washed away in St. Catherine. The St. Catherine North Police are currently searching near Worthy Park in the parish for the occupants of a pickup which was swept away on Tuesday during heavy rains. Reports suggest that a man and a woman were washed away in the murky waters. The matter was reported to the Sandy Grove Police and the fire department. It is understood that the area is often dangerous for motorists during heavy rainfall. Farmers placed on high alert as holiday season nears. Superintendent Oral Pasco, head of the Predial Larceny Prevention Coordination Unit in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, has reported a troubling rise in cattle thefts in recent times. Pasco, in an interview with the news, attributed the surge to the increase in price of beef and heightened the demand for protein. The price of beef has gone up significantly. When we had the mad cow disease, the price for beef had reduced, but there is a higher demand for protein now. There is a lot of market for it now, so I am getting calls from cattle farmers that persons are stealing their animals and putting them in vehicles and driving off, he said. Earlier this year, Parliament amended the Agricultural Produce Act to provide for harsher penalties for predatory larceny. Under the amended legislation, the maximum fine for breaches moved from $250,000 or 3 months in prison to $3 million or 3 years imprisonment. However, the threat of harsher penalties has not deterred the thieves, some of whom butcher cattle on farms before making off with the carcass. Pasco told the news that the brazen criminals sometimes cut the heel of the cattle to slow it down and then butcher the animal. Once they steal it, they gut it and put it in 4 quarters and just move it, the cop said. They usually don't carry the head or belly. They just do a quick operation and move. Meanwhile, Pasco said that in addition to cattle, thieves are also targeting goats and vegetables because they are in high demand. There is a great deal of theft in Manchester and the southern parishes. There are also farmers who are stealing from other farmers as well, Pasco said. With the festive Yuletide season approaching, the lawman has stressed the need for farmers to be vigilant in protecting their crops and animals. You have to be aware that at this time of the year, there is normally a spike in the stealing of agricultural products, particularly goats and cattle. This means that persons will have to increase their diligence to ensure that they monitor their animals and that they are using security precautions, especially now, he said. Meanwhile, in response to the rising threat, the police have stepped up their operational activities to combat predatory larceny. On October 22, Agriculture Minister Floyd Green said that up to September 30, a total of 79 predatory larceny arrests were made compared to 78 in 2023. Green advised that there are 137 cases before the courts. Pasco told the news yesterday that cops across the island have been told to do more checks and a lot more targeted raids. The aim is to pick up the movements of those stolen products. The police are playing our part, Pasco stated. Last week, the Clarendon police successfully recovered 40 stolen goats during an operation along the Bustamante Highway in the parish. This is one of the biggest recoveries since the start of the year, and again it has to do with the police's presence on the road. The police will check for the receipt books, so if they can't determine where the animals were legally obtained, then it usually means that they have been stolen. That was the case with the goats. So far, persons are coming to claim the animals because they have identification marks on them, Pasco said. Former Morante Bay Mayor seeking to get back into the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. People's National Party candidate for the Morante Bay Division of St. Thomas, Rosemary Shaw, is seeking to regain the division she originally lost to the late Rohan Bryan with her nomination for the November 22 by-election in the division. The veteran politician, who once served as the mayor of Morante Bay while representing the Jamaica Labour Party, was accompanied by several PNP stalwarts to the Coke Methodist Church for her nomination. A by-election was called last week, months after the death of Bryan, who won the division for the PNP in February's poll. Bryan first won the division for the PNP in 2012 when he defeated Shaw, who had fallen out of favor with the PNP and returned to the JLP. Shaw told the news the days ahead will see her touching base with the community, going door to door. We will be having town hall meetings, community meetings, and workers' meetings. The leader, Mark Golding, is to be in the community on Friday. We are going to meet with the workers, Shaw said. Dubbed the Rose for the division, Shaw said she will bring quality leadership and hard work to the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. I am also bringing Rose, the compassionate person who knows the problems of the division, Shaw said. The councillor candidate said Golding will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica and she will lead the charge for the people of Morante Bay in St. Thomas Eastern. Hundreds of party supporters were out to watch the nomination day process. The news was told that 3 candidates are expected to contest the November 22 by-election. Winston Doney was nominated to run for the JLP, and an independent candidate was expected to also be nominated. Nomination day activities were set to end at 2 p.m. However, at 1:50 p.m., the independent candidate had not been nominated. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.